Well, thank you very much. Great to be here. Aaron Kleiner, Head of Public Policy and Regulatory Affairs at Atlassian. Today, I'm going to talk to you about teamwork in the AI era and how Atlassian is integrating AI across global enterprises. And that's important for us to share with you because we focus on enabling teams in enterprise software development, in service management, and in knowledge work and collaboration. I've put our mission here on the left side to unleash the potential of every team through open work. And over here, you see what we call our teamwork graph, which is essentially a computer-generated idea of how your teams work together. Now, once upon a time in the pre-AI era, when Atlassian was founded 25 years ago in Sydney, Australia, figuring out the teamwork graph was not a terribly hard thing to do. You had on-premise deployments, you had attachments sent as email, you might have even had a USB stick or a fax machine. Fast forward, you're in an era of enterprise SaaS. You're integrating third-party SaaS applications with each other. Now you're in an AI era where you not only have to do all of that, but you also have to consider the models, the agents, and the other AI-powered applications that you're using. Now this challenges us not only from a technology standpoint, but from a mission standpoint. What is the potential of every team when they can be powered by an LLM or other foundation model? And how do teams do open work in an environment where things are now more and more split up across different models or AI deployments? And so what we do is we think of ourselves, there we go. I love a visual, I just can't speak. We think of ourselves as an integrator of AI models serving our enterprise customers. So what does that mean? We bring to bear 3 trusted LLM partners for our customer-facing deployments. You see them listed here: OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google Gemini. We are downstream from these providers. However, we remain upstream from our enterprise customers. We serve roughly 300,000 enterprise customers globally, vast majority of the Fortune 500. Interestingly enough, most of what they call the Fortune AI 50. So these are enterprises that could easily, adopt AI, potentially even cutting enterprise SaaS out of the loop, and yet they remain committed customers of ours using our products to build and develop their own AI deployments. We also work across users in other knowledge areas that you might think about. If you're a software developer, you've probably used Jira before. You use Confluence for documentation. Turns out those things are equally applicable in finance, HR, marketing, and other disciplines. So let's talk about how that actually works. If you go to Atlassian Rovo, which is our primary AI product, you've seen it in Jira, you've seen it in Confluence or Loom, you submit a query. That query draws on 2 knowledge sources. One knowledge source is the LLM. Now, the LLM is helping with general reasoning, knowledge, language, and so forth. There's no customer data that's used by the LLM for training or retained by the LLM. In parallel, it's drawing on your teamwork graph, how it is that you collaborate with your teammates, not only across our product suite, but other third-party products where you give us appropriate permissions, like your Google Drive, like your Slack, etc. Those are 2 super powerful inputs into the response that we give back to you. Thank you. And what are the outcomes that we're seeing for our customers? Obviously, super important data. The thing that jumps out to me about this slide is when you look at these numbers, you would expect in project and program management to see a reduction in manual work. You've heard a lot about the reduction in times and overall sort of agony in software development. What I think this room should take away, because most of us are in this business, we're only increasing productivity and collaboration and knowledge management by 10%. Those are pretty modest gains. And I don't think that's because AI can't help us more. I think it's because we need to be more open to using it in the work that we do. Personally, I'll just share this lesson with you. My current approach is that the first draft always comes from AI. I do everything I can to get AI to give me my first draft because I know I'm going to be editing it regardless, but still I can save myself maybe more than 10% by having AI do my first draft. We look at the maturity ramp of enterprise AI. Excuse me. Oh, that way. Okay, thank you. I need to point that way in the future. We think of enterprise AI as being on a 4-step maturity ramp. I would argue that we've not yet achieved the 4th step, but we're nearly there. it started with task focus, kind of basic completion of a given thing you're trying to do by talking to a chatbot. It evolved into a workflow assisted sort of process where maybe you had a co-pilot or AI sort of running next to you, helping you do a given thing. We're somewhere between managing sequencing of tasks and really planning and strategic collaboration with AI. But the reality is, and as evidenced by that 10% statistic I just pointed to, we're really not there yet. This is sort of the ramp that we are climbing together, and we're looking forward to reaching that mountaintop. Now, what's exciting to me about this, I actually asked Gemini, what are the AI models that have been released or received significant updates in the last 100 days? This is 100 days of progress on AI models. Now, what's exciting to me as an enterprise software provider is these are all awesome tools and inputs that we can use to hypercharge our products to deliver something better to you. And so it's not a matter of you running to, whatever is a given LLM here that you might want to use. If it's a trusted LLM that meets our safety, security, privacy, and other standards, we're delivering it to you through our software. I want to point you to two resources. One is our Atlassian AI Trust page. I might need to get out of the way of the QR code if you're interested in having a look. But the other is a group that we're a part of called the AI Integrators Council, and you can have a look at their our white paper using that QR code to their page. I want to just spend a minute on this to close because I think it's an important input into the policy debate. Once upon a time, 6, 12, 18 months ago, we were having a definitional debate in AI. What's a developer, what's a deployer? That was really hard. And then we got focused on data centers, energy, and education and workforce and so forth. Not that those things are any easier, but DC has a way of sort of following the shiny object, and that's the shiny object. We will be back in a definitional debate before long about the value chain, particularly if we start to see more federal legislation. My policy ask of you is to think critically about who the players are in the AI value chain and to disaggregate who is developing foundation models or LLMs, who is integrating those LLMs into existing products to deliver AI-powered features to enterprises, to government, and to other end users. The Integrators Council is a great resource to learn more about how we see the AI value chain. And of course, we welcome you to take a look at Atlassian's own AI documentation. And with that, super happy to talk to you today. Thank you for your patience with my clicker issues. And I look forward to meeting you after the event if you'd like to chat. Thank you.